Leo, hey, welcome to Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. If you are new, welcome in. I'm very new to YouTube, not so new to tarot, but very new to YouTube, so welcome in. If you're a returning Tropical Tarot person, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate all the likes, comments, and stuff on Facebook and Insta. I really appreciate all your support. It's been overwhelming and amazing, so thank you. This reading is going to be from January 10th through the 16th. We're going to focus on the past, the present, the future, and we're just going to get right into it for you guys, Leo. So, Leo, in the past, you have thinker, current situation, you have imagine, and in the future, you have a never-ending story. So we'll see what all this is about for you, Leo. In the past, for the tarot cards, you have strength, 8 of Cups, 8 of Swords, current situation, the Chariot, Ace of Cups, 5 of Wands, future situation, sometime past the 16th, or 10th through the 16th, after that, you have Temperance, Tower, and 2 of Wands. Okay. Overall energy for the reading is the 5 of Pentacles, so you feel like you've been left out in the cold. We'll see what that's about. Out in the cold, left out of something. All right. In your past, you have the Strength card. Really cool card. Not in this deck, but in another deck, it has the lady's actually putting her hand in a lion's mouth, which is really awesome. This card, if you see the lion, she's just kind of petting it, almost like a dog, just sitting there next to her. And I think this image gives you an understanding of that strength isn't just exterior, right? Something within her got that lion to tame, and it's her inner strength. It's your inner strength, Leo. Plus, this is your card. So, pretty cool card. Your energy's here in the past too. So not only did you have that strength, but you are showing up in your own reading, which is really powerful. Also in the past, you have the 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups talks about how you've built something. You've built love. You've built 8 Cups. So tarot goes, 1 to 10. And if you think about how long it would take to do 80% of a relationship, or to get up to 80%, and then to figure out that it's just not for you, and realizing that 80% of love isn't what you want. You want 100%, right? So I feel like you walked away from love in the past. I feel like in the past, you were really torn up about it. It bothered you so much that you felt stuck, because you have this 8 of Swords. So swords are about thoughts, and she's all tied up. So she's all tied up, and she's just stuck there with all these thoughts around her, and now she can't even see because she's bound and she has that thing over her eyes. It's almost like you walking away caused you to feel more trapped than you did when you were in it. But I think it took strength to walk away from this. I think you didn't know that you had the strength that you had. And that strength propelled you to leave this thing. But it just left you, in the past, you're just thinking about why. Like, you have this thinker card, which means you're just really in your head about this whole situation. And I'm reminded of this card here, this overall energy for the reading, the 5 of Pentacles. So not only, you felt left out in the cold by this person, and that's probably why you left. Or why, you were just, I'm out. I understand that we had love, but I'm feeling trapped, and I gotta get out of here. So then it's interesting too. You have the Chariot card over here. Love the Chariot card. It's about kind of like getting that internal energy, right? So on the regular Chariot card in the Radiant Wise Tarot, this guy has two sphinxes, right? But there aren't any reins. And one sphinx is go and one is stop. But the key is the no reins part. So you're able to like go with the speed, energy, just enthusiasm. You have that push behind you. But the reason you have that push is because you have that understanding inside your heart, inside your soul, that of how things work, right? Get me? So if you were able to get a chariot to go without any reins, you're guiding that chariot by your mind, by your thoughts. It comes down to that you've figured out how to not control things, but how to control the start and stop of life. And you are just going to be rushed into something. So the 10th through the 16th, you're going to feel this powerful energy coming through you. And it's all you. It's all you. You created this. It's all your stuff. And then the next card here is the Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups is just love, new love, just abundance in love. And that's showing up as you. So, anytime I do a big reading like this, Leo, the middle card here is always you. And I'm seeing you as the Ace of Cups. You got plenty of love to give, but you're still fighting. You're still fighting. There's a lot of back and forth. And in that time, so sometime between the 10th through the 16th, Spirit is asking you to imagine, and that is the coolest thing. So I've been reading the Law of Attraction book by Esther Hicks and her husband. Jerry is his name. And they talk so much about when you're a kid and when you imagine and you think about, I don't know, what did you imagine when you were a kid? When I was a little kid, I imagined, going to space or being a pilot. And what would that feel like if I was a pilot? If I was in that snazzy suit and I had the little wings on, and how would it feel to walk into that plane and be like, I'm the pilot, I'm going to fly you around. So, you probably don't care what my childhood dreams were. But the point is to go back in and find that little kid inside you and imagine if this situation's about love, and I feel like it is. This Ace of Cups and this Imagine card is telling you to think, dream big. And this, you have a Two of Wands down here too, also about dreaming big. Imagine. So use the pilot example, right? It's not enough to just say, it'd be really cool to be a pilot. I mean, it would be really cool to be a pilot, but what does that feel like? Like I said, what does that feel like when you walk onto that plane and you're like, hey, I'm going to fly you guys someplace? Or what's it feel like when, you're out and about and somebody says, well, what do you do? And you say, oh, I'm a pilot, right? So you feel it. Whatever love you want to create, feel it. Think about how you'd feel. Is it easy? Is it comfortable? Is it loving? What do you feel like when you snuggle up on the couch with that person? So imagine. If that is the only thing that you get out of this, imagine. Never let that go. Because that imagination creates your reality. So, we'll see. Sometime after the 16th, you have Temperance. It's about patience. Combining things together, combining love together is what I really get off that card. So you're combining things. You're trying to make this work. And then, boom, Tower. Tower's not a very happy card. Don't like the Tower. Tower is a big blow up of your life. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like huge, right? You don't have to lose your job. It doesn't have to be something like that. I do daily readings on myself. Sometimes I get the Tower card and it's just something like shocking, like, hey, why didn't you send that email, or why didn't you do this, or, you know, it's not as, it can be as big or as little, but it just basically means that things are shaken up. Things are shaken up. And the biggest thing with the Tower that I constantly remember is that you only get the Tower card. Get this. You only get the Tower card when things have become too stagnant. Are things stagnant for you? Anyway, we're going to clarify the Tower. We're going to try to understand, what is this Tower card about? What is this Tower card about? Tower is, oh! Okay, this is the coolest thing. When this stuff happens, I just love it. Tower clarified by the Tower. Okay, so there, which doesn't help me very much as a reader, but I know that I'm like there in that vibrational energy when this stuff happens. Okay, so we're in alignment, 110%. Nine of Cups, King of Cups. What's the Tower about? The Tower is about a water sign. A Tower is it's almost like the cards don't want you to tell you what the Tower is. It's just telling you that by going through the Tower moment, you will realize that you are all that you need. That you are everything that you need, and you have everything by yourself. Your wishes will be granted. You have the wish granted card with the Tower. Maybe you wanted this. Maybe you wanted a big blow up. Because it is a never-ending story. That's your other card over here. It says never-ending story. So maybe you wanted this Tower. Maybe you wanted to blow the heck out of this. Maybe, you know, on this Tower card, there's this lady jumping out of a building. Maybe you felt like you had to jump out. You had to jump out. I don't know. There's something big that's going to happen after the 16th. And it's going to make you more emotionally stable. It's going to make you understand that you are fine the way you are, alone. Because that's what the Nine of Cups is about. This is like personal wish fulfillment. Not like fulfillment with family or fulfillment with somebody else, but this is just knowing you got it, dude. You got it. Then you got the King of Cups, emotional stability. I have a feeling you want to leave this. I feel like you've tried to leave it in the past. I feel like it keeps you stuck. I feel like you keep trying to fight and fight and fight to get your way through this. Or you just keep saying, if I just do this, if you temperance, if I just combine this stuff in the right way, then it'll be okay. But this never-ending story card, I want you to look at this. Especially if you're somebody that's been in a relationship and it's very stuck. And you've done this over and over and over again. Look at this lady or this guy. Actually, I think it's a fairy. It's a fairy lady. Look at this fairy lady. She is so upset. She just looks tortured. So, don't torture yourself anymore. Your final card here is the Two of Wands. So this is more about imagining, more about getting into that zone of what do you want. And only focus on what you want. Don't focus on what you don't want, because that's what you'll create. Focus on what you want and what you want only. And there's your message. So anyway, Leo, thank you so much for tuning in. I keep saying that today like I'm in the 80s or something, and I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share. The like button looks like this. It's just below the video. If you press subscribe, you'll be updated anytime I upload a new reading. And if you'd like a private reading, please email me and I will email you back and we'll figure it out. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.